Let's turn our attention to business now. We begin from Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, where few queues resurfaced over the weekend, resulting in panic buying as residents scramble for the scarce product, even at a higher price. And while the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited is assuring motorists that the current queues will soon be over. The Chief Corporate Communications Officer of NNPCL Limited, Mr. Olufemi Shuneye, in a statement in Abuja said the few queues is primarily due to the disruption of ship-to-ship transfer of PMS between mother vessels and daughter vessels resulting from recent thunderstorms and the consequential flooding of trucking routes. Also, Major Energies Marketers Association of Nigeria, MIMAN, is asking Nigerians not to engage in panic buying of fuel for stockpiling purposes. The association executive secretary, Mr. Clement Sison, gave this advice in Lagos while explaining that a shortfall of products in most stations in Abuja, Lagos, and other parts of the country was due to adverse weather and thunderstorm that delayed ship-to-ship transfer loadings. As part of its sovereign credit rating assessment of Nigeria, International Financial Analytics Corporation S&P Global says the 650 barrels per day Dangote oil refinery is capable of resolving Nigeria's foreign exchange issue and also catalyzes the country's economic development. This was disclosed during an on-site visit to the Dangote refinery in Lagos. S&P noted that the largest single-train refinery complex in the world will boost Nigeria's oil sector and have a positive impact on its growing economy. According to the director and lead analyst of the analytics company, Mr. Ravi Bhatia, the refinery will transform Nigeria into a net exporter of petroleum products and boost revenue generation as well as alleviate the current pressure on the country's foreign exchange reserves. Vice President of Oil and Gas at Dangote Industries Limited, Mr. Devakuma Hedwin, who led the team during the tour of the facility, reiterated the refinery commitment to catalyze the virtuous cycle of industrial development, job creation, and economic prosperity, and promised to start the production of premium motor spirits this month. Away from that, now, the Corporate Affairs Commission has extended the registration deadline for point-of-sales operators to September 5th, 2024. The Commission announced the extension in a statement in Abuja. It said the initial deadline of July 7 has been extended to September 5, a 60-day extension for the registration of sole agent, super agent, and 7 agent. The agency said the decision is aimed at providing sufficient time for operators to complete their registration. The CAC said operators who fail to register by the end of the new deadline risk losing their businesses and facing prosecution for aiding and abetting criminal activities. It will be recalled that on May 6, CAC and financial technology companies agreed to a 2-month timeline to register their agents and merchants. And now, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry is commending President Bola Tinubu for setting up the Presidential Economic Coordinating Committee tasked with the responsibilities of turning around the economic conditions and repositioning the economy for growth, industrialization, job creation, and revenue generation. The Director General of the Chamber, Dr. Chinyere Mona, in a statement said the availability of an economic roadmap is a crucial ingredient for conducive business environment, as it helps to clear uncertainties and aids businesses in planning, while stating that the composition of the committee should boost the confidence of the investors and businesses in the economy. The DG, however, urged the federal government to pay attention to the committee's recommendations and engage as many stakeholders as possible to implement recommended policies successfully, while acknowledging and commending the government's implementation of some recommendations by other committees, such as the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms.